Safety first, an important final thought. Tellos are amazing learning tools, and they're really fun to learn with, but they are definitely learning tools and not toys. And it's very important that your students know the difference. Drones in general can be dangerous and require a certain amount of respect while using them. And each country has its own rules and regulations about drones, all part of the country's aviation rules. If you're not sure about your own, jump online, type the name of your location, followed by drone regulations, and you'll be able to read up on them. Now, while Tellos aren't the most dangerous drones on the market, and they're not as dangerous as some of the bigger ones, they are most likely going to be your student's first drone. And that means it's going to be their first experience with a drone. And it's highly recommended that we bake safety into every bit of their learning experience with these drones. And you want to bake that safety into all your classroom practices as well. Now, here are some examples of how you can integrate safety into your lessons. 1. Never operate a Tello drone alone. Always work in pairs or groups. You can have roles for students such as an observer, a pilot, or a coder, but encouraging them to work as a group also adds a little bit of accountability. And if a student's likely to do something silly, or if it's an accident, the other student can go, whoa, hang on, that's loose or that's not in properly. So having students work in pairs mitigates them flying the drones alone. Number 2, create a safe fly zone. So what you would do is you take some of that green tape that you get, you'd mark out a rectangle in the classroom, and you'd say, right, this is the zone for the drones. Humans are not allowed in this, or pets or animals, but humans especially are not allowed in this zone when there's a drone in the rectangle, especially when the drone is in the air. Number 3, always call out before taking off. So what you would do is as you launch your mission and as your drone's about to fly, call out something like drones away or drones up, watch out, team 3 is in the air. So whatever you want to do, be as creative as you like. Even if you'd want, get your students to come up with their own phrase, but make sure that that's a phrase designated to their team, but everyone knows that it means there's a drone that's airborne. Number 4, never fly your drone over people or animals as well. No, leave the animals alone. Number 5, long hair should be tied up and put back or put under a cap or a hat, because you do not want to have this thing spinning and not a good idea. So tie back the long hair. Number 6, always keep your eyes on the drone. So like I said at number 1, having students work together, make sure one person at all times has always got their eyes on the drone. The worst thing you can do is have a student get into the habit where the drone is like really flying and then they turn to go call their buddy, and then, well, it's not a good idea. So always keep your eyes on the drone. And number 7, safety goggles not only make you look cool, but they also protect your eyes. And it's real good practice to put them on when you're in a group, especially if you're doing drone competitions or you're getting up and close with the drones. So those are 7 tips to get you started. Right, now you might notice that when you purchase your Tellos, they come with the propeller guards pre-installed. That is specifically to tell you something. Don't fly your drones without the guards. Now you can even get guards that cover the top of the propeller, but you should never take the guards off when using this in a classroom environment. Now, speaking of those guards, in the previous video, you learned about taking these off. Like I said, I highly recommend take one of your drones from the fleet, take it with you and do some deliberate practice on changing the guards to make sure that when it comes to replacing them, you can do it quite easily and you're very comfortable doing that. Right, and the last bit of safety is to do a safety check of your drones before you fly in each lesson. So step 1, check the guards are secure, check that the propellers are secure, make sure that the gap between the blade and the motor is just enough for the tool to fit in. Like I said, if the gap's too big, that's not good. Check that when the battery is inserted, it's clicked in and it won't just come out, and then you're cleared for takeoff. And that takes us to the end of this lesson. Well done on making it this far. I hope you've enjoyed these lessons and you've got to know your Tello a little bit better. But we've got one more video in store for you. That video is just a quick Q&A to test your knowledge. So let's head over to that video and I'll see you there.